today I ate a whole pizza by myself. It's a large, so go me. I made a mess turning the box. There's crumbs all over my bed now. Hey, what's up guys and gals and everyone in between, around, above and below. It's RoyJoy here, and it's time for another RoyJoy's Joys. Let's do this. For those of you new to the channel, RoyJoy's Joys is the name that I give to my top 10 lists in order to sort of trick myself into feeling like I'm doing something special and original. It's the pizza, I can still taste it. Today I am bringing you a video that has been requested of me pretty much since I started this channel. That's right, it's time for me to finally tell you my top 5 favorite video games of all time. Oh, you said it was top 10. And I thought I told you to shut up. Yeah. Yeah, take that. Well, it's taken me long enough to make this video, so let's not waste any more time and dive right into having a look at the top 5 games that bring RoyJoy joy. Number 5, Just Cause 3. Now this is a game that I would not normally classify as part of my sort of gaming style, if that's a terminology that people use. What makes this game stand out though from a lot of the other sort of shooty, actiony games is the sandbox mechanics that it employs. This game has a huge map and it is so much fun to explore this thing. However, it's very different from your normal Grand Theft Auto game where you always just have to be able to walk around or drive, and it can take quite a long time to get from one side of the map to the other. What makes this game different is the flying mechanics that it employs. Whether it's your grappling hook to zoom across a mountain, or a parachute as you're diving out of a plane, or most excitingly, the wingsuit. I am such a sucker for games that allow you to have a free flight mechanic through its world. Something about making your avatar fly through the skies just brings back some kind of like childlike hope that I always had, where I wanted to fly so badly as a kid. And this is the closest that I will ever get to that. So it is very exciting to be able to finally pull that off. The game makes you feel like you are really picking up speed and the wind is rushing by your head. It is an amazing feeling. Plus, with all that behind you, the game is just good old-fashioned testosterone-fueled fun. I mean, look at this stuff. You have explosions and gunfire, and you can drive off a cliff, and you can fly a plane and do a backflip, and you can tie things together, and you can shoot this guy. Oh, it's so much fun. And boom, yeah, did you see that? Whoa, yeah, There's no way I can make this sound natural. The game's just fun. I haven't even completed it yet. The only reason I still play this game is just to go in and fly around the map. That's all I do now. I don't even do the missions anymore. I'll just go in there and grapple around and see what I can blow up. That's all I need for this game. And then Roy didn't want to film anymore and was too lazy to come back to it for 3 days. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Now, it is rather cliche to have the Ocarina of Time on a top 5 favorite video games list. I mean, it's pretty much like having a movie reviewer saying that their favorite game of all... Ooh, not their favorite game. Pretty much like having a movie reviewer saying that their favorite video... I did it again. It's sort of like having a movie reviewer or critic saying that Citizen Kane is their favorite movie of all time. But it's kind of comparable. It's there for a reason. The Legend of Zelda has been a huge part of gaming history since it first came out, and the Ocarina of Time was no different. In fact, it was a hallmark for the rest of the games to come after that. This was the first 3D Zelda game. It was the first time so many of us got to experience it in such a much more realistic setting than just a 2D adventure game. Although, looking back, it is kind of creepy looking at their weird triangle hands, but that's besides the point. Ocarina of Time had a lot more to offer than previous Zelda games. There was a lot more secrets you could find, and it just felt great to be on this grand, epic adventure through the country of Hyrule, doing what you had to do to save the princess. I mean, how could you not love Ocarina of Time? Even if it's not your favorite game of all time, that's fine. You can't deny that it had a huge impact on the 3D games that came afterwards. Number 3, Infamous and Infamous 2. Okay, so I sat down and I really tried to figure out very specific reasons why I liked Infamous and Infamous 2. I mean, there are lots of reasons to like it, but in the end, the best thing I can tell you is that they're just fun. They're just fun games. It's fun to go around as though you have lightning powers and you can zap people and you can glide through the air and you can race across train tracks. It's just a good time. Infamous 2 stepped up the game by allowing you to have various elemental powers and by giving you a grander story with more character development, and it was just a lot of fun. This was the first game I ever played that involved a moral choice aspect as well, and I found it such a fascinating idea to be able to choose between doing good acts or evil acts depending on the powers you wanted and what kind of story you wanted to create for yourself. They're just rather fun, cathartic games, sort of like Just Cause 3 where you can just run around and do what you want, but there's a bit more structure behind there, and I legitimately enjoyed the stories that they presented to me, making me want to move forward with them. And I'm so glad that they stopped after Infamous 2 and didn't really want to drag it out anymore trying to milk the cash cow, because they knew that they had a solid game and they knew that they didn't have to try to milk it to get even more money out of the series. What about Second Son? I don't know what you're talking about. Number 2, Sly 2 Band of Thieves. The Sly Cooper games have a very special place in my heart as well. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccooners might have been one of the first games for the PlayStation 2 that I ever played, and I loved it. I thought it was an amazing game and I always have so much fun, even going back now to play it. But the reason why I have Sly 2 on here is because it does exactly what a good sequel needs to do. It took the solid characters and the solid basic storyline of Sly 1 and it expanded it further, introducing new mechanics and introducing new stakes to make the player invested in what they were doing. Sly 2 knew that the biggest fun that came out of Thievius Raccooners was the sneaking around element, and so it gives you these overworlds where you can do just that if you want to. You can also just run through the streets, bashing down enemies if that's what you prefer. But it's just so enjoyable to jump up to the rooftop and avoid enemies who could detect you and chase after you. And my #1 favorite video game of all time is Kingdom Hearts. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna cheat again. The entire series. I love it. I can't get enough Kingdom Hearts. And I will admit that as the years go by and I get a bit older and a bit more aware of story tropes that come up again and again, it is getting harder to defend these games. It's difficult. Now, I will be the first to admit that the story in Kingdom Hearts is extremely convoluted. The dialogue can get so cheesy that it can give you lactose intolerance, and yes, the waiting time for Kingdom Hearts 3 is so stupid that it's making Duke Nukem fanboys make fun of us. But with all that said, I still love these games. I mean, Kingdom Hearts was the first time I played a game that really showed me that there's so much more to this art form. Hey, it's probably the first time I realized that video games can be considered as art. So I will admit that I still am emotionally invested in these games. I still love going back to play them. And yes, despite how weird and complicated the story is, I still love it. I even understood the story up until they introduced time travel. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. But how can you not love a game that has the kid from Sixth Sense arguing with Donald Duck in front of Cloud Strife? I mean, really, how can you pass that up? Kingdom Hearts will always hold a very, very special place in my heart, and I will still play it, no matter how long their titles get. And you know what? When Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming out, you bet I will be pre-ordering that, and I will be playing it non-stop. I just really hope it's good. Please, let it be good. And there you have it. Those are my top 5 favorite video games of all time. Now, I did rush through these very quickly, not really giving that much insight into what they're really about and why I specifically like them. So if you are wanting any specific reviews of these games, leave a comment below. Let me know what ones you would like to hear my thoughts about, and I will give you a more in-depth look at what they are. This has been RoyJoy with a weekly dosage of Joyous Roy. Don't forget that next week the Real Life crew are doing a live stream event for 30 minutes. Don't miss out and be sure to tune in by following the descriptions below. See you next week. This has been RoyJoy with a weekly dosage of Joyous Joy. Ah!